Well, hello, 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 all of my beautiful kings and queens out there. Happy Saturn direct, and I'm here to discuss Saturn today. And I'm going to do this with the effect that it has on each zodiac sign. For those of you who don't know, Saturn is the planet of karma, and it rules Capricorn. And now Saturn has gone direct in Capricorn, who is also the workhorse of our zodiac. And he's going to teach us a lot of life lessons, bleep, a lot of life lessons about discipline. That's a new word, lessons on discipline, lesson. There we go. Okay, responsibility and how we accomplish our success. Structure, order, and the way in which we conduct our affairs are all ruled by this beautifully ringed planet. So, my lovelies, have things been difficult for you lately? If they have, well, I'm here to tell you to put on your happy face, because now is the time for you to enjoy the balance that the universe provides. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is, if you see all these cards up here, there's piles. I have created individual piles for each zodiac sign, and I'm going to be starting with Aries in this pile right here. And I have several different cards that I'm using, as you can see. But I'm going to start with each sign individually, and I'm going to let you know, first of all, how Saturn affects you. And to start off with, let me please apologize. They are doing road work outside of my house, so if you hear a lot of beeping and banging going on, that's just the boys out there playing in the dirt. Okay, so let's begin with Aries. Hello, beautiful Aries people. You are the fire signs, the starters, the motivators, the get going and get it done guys and girls. Okay, so with Saturn direct in Capricorn, this has the potential to be a very exciting for you. Work is really going to take off, and you probably feel this already. What are your biggest dreams, Aries? Well, you have the energy now to reach those stars and attain your dreams. At the same time, if there are some karmic lessons that are due, you may need to address taking responsibility. I know that's a hard thing for you guys to do, but you can do it. I got faith in you. Okay? Be sure to always consider how your actions affect others, Aries. Okay, so let's look at the cards that I drew for you. All right, the first card I drew for you, and what the universe wants you to know, is the Ace of Swords, Aries, and it is in reverse. Basically, this means that your thoughts may be confused, you might be feeling unsure, and even a little chaotic. It's not a good time for you to make any decisions because you don't have clarity on what you should be doing. So chances of the possible good outcome or successful outcome could be nil, not very good. It would be better for you to prepare yourself and just take little baby steps. Follow the methods of the Taurus and work methodically and slowly as you move toward achieving your goals. It's a good time for you to lay back and think rationally. I know that's hard for Aries to do because you just want to go right now, right now, right now. Okay, but that's what you need to do. And I also pulled, now I've got some clarity cards that I pulled, and this first one was from my Master Tarot deck. The next one is from the Gilded Tarot, I believe. And I got the Nine of Wands reversed. Ouch, Aries, that tells me that you might have a chip on your shoulder you might need to release. Okay, this can also indicate hard feelings or feeling angry that your life is not as easy as you think it should be, okay? Now, a further clarifying card. I also pulled the Knight of Arrows, and this is the Wildwood Tarot deck. Okay? As you can see, let me get over here. Can you see that? Okay, we also have the Hawk, the Knight of Arrows, and on this card is the Hawk. And while the Knight of Arrows represents travel, you may be feeling charged up and full of life, ready to get things done, feeling adventurous, and you can find fun no matter where you are. It's with the Knight of Wands, there's never a dull moment. And basically, you know, that's still representative of Aries, because you are a fire sign. And even though I said wands, this is the arrows, it's a wand. You still have that energy. Along with that, with the hawk, the hawk symbolizes the ability to use your intuition and higher vision in order to complete tasks or make important decisions. They are the messengers of the spirit world, so when they show up, it means the universe wants you to learn a powerful lesson or expand your knowledge and wisdom. And with Saturn going direct, well, yeah, we're here to learn lessons, all right? Okay, so this is what the universe wanted you to know. And now I am pulling out of my Dragon Oracle deck what the dragons would like to tell you today. And we have, oh, my favorite color, the dark blue galactic dragon. He helps you listen to the voice of the universe. This dragon also ignites the codes of your master blueprint and helps you access cosmic wisdom and enter into higher service. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so next what I have is my Goddess Oracle deck, and let's find out what the goddesses want you to know, or who's dealing with you. Actually, what goddess is working with you right now. And we have Coventina, the goddess of purification, and what she says: it is time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. How excellent is that? We also have the Angel Oracle deck, and I asked what the angels wanted you to hear today. And they want you to deal with your crown chakra. They're saying to pay attention to your ideals, as they are messages of true divine guidance sent in answer to your prayers. Isn't that awesome? Okay, I have one more card for you. And this is my own deck, and I formed this with my own hands, and I'm happy with this deck. Of course, I would like to make it a little more intricate and colorful, but for now, this is what it is. And so what this deck represents is the numbers that they want you to pay attention to. Oh, you are to pay attention to your birthday. Like, say that you're seeing the number of your birthday. If your birthday is like the 12th, and you see 1212 or 12 on something anywhere. Or if your birthday is the 5th and you're seeing 5 or 55 or 5 or a 23, which equals a 5. You know, if you're seeing your birthday 5, actually, we don't want to go too deep into that. But if you're seeing your birthday number, or it could be like, say for instance, your birthday is 5/12, May 12th, or December 10th, so you're seeing 12/10. What if your birthday is November 11th and you're seeing 11/11? Oh, now that's a whole nother thing. But you're seeing your birthday. And this is what the universe wants you to know, is that you are valued. The exact moment you were born is by divine design. You are unique, and there is none other quite like you. Are you comparing yourself to someone else? Are you trying to model the path of another, Aries? Seeing your birthday number is a message for you to remember your uniqueness. Stop trying to fit in and be authentically you. Let your light shine bright, darling. Align yourself with your true purpose, and that is to be uniquely you. And that wraps up the reading for Aries. And we are going to move on next to Taurus. Hello, Taurus, all of you beautiful bulls out there. I can say that because I'm a Taurus. Good, Taurus. All right, let's get into how Saturn direct affects Taurus. This is a time for you to think big. I mean, big. Okay? With Saturn direct in your fellow Earth sign of Capricorn, he is teaching you karmic lessons on global affairs. This is all about foreign and global affairs and the big picture. This serves as a reminder of lessons learned, and this is a time to reach for the stars and connect with your fellow humans when you do. Taurus, self-discipline and responsible ethics are going to create grand success for you. Isn't that just awesome? That's awesome. Okay, so again, let's find out what the universe has to say for you. Okay, Taurus, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Oh my. The 9 of Pentacles. Look at this. This is just a beautiful card. The 9 of Pentacles is all about success, prosperity, reward, and achievement through all of your hard work. It's really a good omen. This is a time when you can finally step back and enjoy the fruits of your labor, Taurus. The 9 of Pentacles is a really fantastic card to get in any reading. It indicates that you've reached a stage in your life where you're confident, you're independent, and you're self-sufficient. This means that, financial troubles are over. I mean, we're starting a new game here, and with Saturn moving forward now, so is your money moving forward. It's a time to celebrate because you've put the work in. Now you can reap the rewards. Okay, so as a clarifier, I pulled the King of Wands, Taurus. And the King of Wands, wow, okay. This guy is just pure energy. He's not really focused on pure creativity. He's more than likely to take an ideal and implement it himself. This King of Wands is a natural born leader, which tells me that you, Taurus, are exhibiting the traits of this king. You are a natural born leader in your field of expertise, and I think that you're going to find success. And I've also pulled the Four of Vessels as another clarifying card to go along with this. This is from the Wildwood Tarot. There we go. I have to learn how to do this with the camera. It's a whole different ball game for me. And being a Taurus, well, I'm all about learning. So we have the Four of Vessels. Now, it kind of tells me that if you're feeling kind of bored with what you're doing, then let's wake things up and shake them up, and look for the opportunities that are, I mean, there's opportunities right in front of you. If we were to look at this card in the Rider-Waite deck, you see a young man sitting up against a tree with 3 cups on the ground, and then you have a hand that is handing him another cup. And this young man is like he's looking down and he's not even paying attention to what's right in front of him. So Taurus, sometimes the best opportunities are right in front of you. Okay? All right. So let's move on. And the dragon message for you today is Golden Atlantean Dragon. Oh, isn't that beautiful? This dragon helps you remember the wisdom of Golden Atlantis. The message is to awaken, bring back your knowledge, gifts, and talents, and reclaim your mastery, Taurus. Ooh, how awesome is that? Okay, so the goddess working with you today, Taurus, is Celeste, and she's the goddess over bodies of water. And her message to you is to spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. And if you can't get near any of those, I would suggest hopping in the bathtub with some sea salt or Epsom salts, and that'll do the same thing. All right. And then we have a message from the angels, which is to cut your cords. Oh, this is awesome. I'm preaching to myself here because this is something that I have just been doing a lot of lately. Sometimes we can get around energies that are just not healthy for us, so we kind of have to step back and cut those cords and just bless them and send their energy back to them and bring our energy back to us. So Archangel Michael says, ask me, Archangel Michael, to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, freeing you from destructive patterns. Oh dear. And I've been going through that. And you know, Saturn teaches us discipline and how to really get with the program as far as our destructive patterns. And you know, Taurus, your weakness is food. You love comfort food. And some of us, most of us probably have a sweet tooth. And that's something that I've been dealing with also. So, you know, it's a good idea to help cut the cords from those attachments as well. Okay, one more card for you, Taurus. And we have, the universe wants you to pay attention to this number, 777, or any sequence of sevens. It could be 7777 or 77 or a whole bunch of sevens all wrapped up in one. Anyways, what the message of the 777 is: congratulations, you have listened to divine guidance and are now putting that wisdom to work in your life. Yay, Taurus! Oh, yay! Time to reap the rewards for your work and efforts. Expect miracles, both small and large. Your wishes are coming to fruition. Look to higher learning and research on things that genuinely interest and resonate with you. Oh, isn't that just, it goes right along with the reading here. Especially things that involve the spiritual, esoteric, and supernatural. Share your perspectives with those around you, Taurus. Some of the relative tarot cards for this is the Chariot, which is number 7, the Tower, which is number 16, and any 7 of each suit. And you know, the Chariot is all about moving forward, and it's about actually activating your mental powers. And the Tower is change. The Tower is not always a bad card like people think it is. Any change is good because it always happens for the betterment of our situation. Okay, here's a wonderful affirmation, Taurus, for you today. I am divinely guided. Miracles manifest around me daily. I'll leave that up there if you want to copy that for a minute. I am divinely guided. Miracles manifest around me daily. You can also press pause and write that down. Okay, that is all I have for Taurus, and we will be moving on to Gemini next. Well, hello there, Gemini, the beautiful twins of the zodiac. Which one of you are coming out to play today? Okay, Gemini. How Saturn direct affects you. Okay, let me ask you a question, Gemini. Have you been keeping secrets this summer? I know a few of them that have. Won't say no names. Well, let me tell you, Gemini, Saturn retrograde in Capricorn has been, for you, dealing with secrets and transformations. And you need to be really careful with this one. This is a house with some heavy karmic lessons, and it's been happening behind closed doors with Saturn going retrograde. You may have life-changing events when secrets come out. Now, Saturn direct in this karmic house is going to teach you that your self-discipline may come in the fourth may come forth in the form of truth-telling. When you do tell the truth, the rewards will be excellent. So, Gemini, speak your truth, even if it scares the living daylights out of you. Oh, my. All right, so what have we got here? The first card that I pull for you, Gemini, is the Moon. And, well, I think that pretty much says it all. That's all about secrets and, you know, things hidden. And, you know, things aren't always as they seem. Sometimes we can put on a smiling face, but secretly inside of us, we may be growling at the world, and we may be hurting, or we may be suffering in some means, but we don't want others to know that. And sometimes I think Geminis are really good at that. Like I said, which one of the twins is coming out to play today? The one that's putting on the happy face and holding everything in, or the one that's actually coming out and saying, you know what, F this blankety blank stuff, you know? So, the best thing I can tell you, Gemini, is the Five of Cups reversed. And basically, this card represents acceptance, forgiveness, healing. It means you're ready to rejoin the world. You're letting go of the past. You're releasing negative emotions and emotional baggage. And we have another clarifier, which is the Four of Stones, or protection. We have a little Bambi there. Four of Stones is actually the Pentacles. What are you protecting, Gemini? Why are you keeping those secrets? Why do you feel you need to protect yourself? And who do you feel you need to protect yourself from? That's the question, Gemini. So, okay, let's find out what my dragon friends have to say to you, Gemini. We have, oh jeez, talk about Saturn. We have the black dragon from Saturn, who brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline, Gemini. This dragon asks you to concentrate. That's hard for Geminis to do. I have some Gemini in my chart, and sometimes, and I also was born on the 12th, which adds up to a 3, so 3s have a little difficulty in concentrating sometimes and staying focused. But here's the challenge, Gemini. Concentrate. Focus on your ultimate vision. congratulate yourself. You have passed a test. Oh, that is so awesome. Congratulations, Gemini. That is awesome. Okay, let's see which goddess is working with you today. Gemini, you have Nematona, and she is the goddess of sacred space. Oh, she's beautiful. She asks you to create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. Ah, isn't that awesome? All right, let's find out what the angels have to tell you, Gemini. They want you to focus on your ear chakras. Notice messages that appear as sounds, music, and words from both external sources and within your mind. These messages are real answers to your prayers. That is awesome, Gemini. All right, the universe has another message for you. Which number should you pay attention to today? And what I got for you, Gemini, is your loved one's birthday. If you're seeing the birthday of a deceased loved one, know that when a loved one passes, they want us to know that they are okay. They want us to know they are good on the other side and feel wonderful, happy, alive again, but they're just on a different plane of existence. This is one of the many ways that they reach out to connect with us, to reassure us that they are in a good place, actually. And that's all I have for Gemini today. So, next we're moving on to Cancer. And hello, Cancer. Let's see what Saturn, or how Saturn affects you today. Cancer, this is all about soulmates for you. Soulmate lessons, actually. Relationship matters may have felt a little sluggish over the summer, Cancer, and you may have been feeling like past, present, and future relationship issues have all been at stake. Well, that's because Saturn retrograde in your opposite sign of Capricorn taught you how to grow in your primary relationships or partnerships. How you've engaged with the most important people in your life over the past few months has been a very karmic lesson that you have undergone during Saturn retrograde. Well, now that Saturn's gone direct, it's time to make everything right. Oh, that's awesome. That is so awesome. This is good news. Okay, so Cancer, let's see what the universe has to say to you today. We have to start off with the King of Swords. And the King of Swords, you know, all kings are masters. And this one is the master of thought. The King of Swords also indicates that you might want to remain objective in your current situation. You'll need to use your intellect instead of your emotions. Sometimes Cancerians can let their emotions rule over everything else, because Cancer is ruled by the moon, and it's a water sign, and water deals with emotions. So this is a sign for you to use your head. It's also an indicator that you'll need to consider all the possible consequences before making a decision or a judgment in a certain in your current situation, Cancer. Now, it's also about ethical standards. You know, kings basically, they're the rulers. When you look at the court cards, we have the page, the knight, the queen, and the king. And the king is in his position for a reason. He's earned that position. He went from being a child to a knight, and he had to go through all the lessons and everything, and to become the king that he is today. So he's a smart person. He's very intellectually adept. That's the word I want to use. Now, as a clarifier, I also got the Eight of Cups reversed. And basically, the Eight of Cups represents walking away from a situation. There may be a situation going on right now, Cancer, that you just need to walk away from. You need to cut the strings and say, okay, I'm finished with this. It could be anything from a relationship with someone, a relationship with food, a relationship with an addictive tendency, or anything. But I'm going to pull another clarifier card, which is the Nine of Arrows. And this card represents dedication. And nines are all about endings, completion, and getting ready to start a whole new chapter in life. And basically what this card tells me is that you really need to discipline yourself and be dedicated to this change. When you walk away from this person, place, or thing, you really need to stick with it, okay? And be consistent in your, or what's the word that I want? There's another word that I'm looking for other than consistent, but, you know, just stick with it. Just stick with it. Stick with your decision. Because, you know, when you follow your intuition, you're going to make the right decision anyway. All right, so what have the dragons got to say for you today? And for you, Cancer, we've got the source. Oh, wow. We have the source dragon. This attunes you to the infinite. And the source dragon says, be still. In the silence, magic can happen. Be in the moment. Oh, my dear Cancerians, this is just absolutely a beautiful card for you to receive. You also see the infinity sign up here. Even his tail is going in the infinity sign. This is the divine connection. Okay, so what goddess energy is working with you today, Cancer? We have Ishtar. She's the goddess of boundaries. She says to love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. Well, that's just a confirmation of... That's a confirmation of this right here, of you walking away from a certain situation or person who's too demanding on you. Letting it go. You know, just, you see all these arrows, they're going, oh,